One-step equations with multiplication and division. This is a digital lesson, and this is a beginning lesson. It doesn't include any negatives. So it starts with explaining to the students what an algebraic equation is, includes a variable, and that we need to isolate the variable in order to solve the equation. And then it explains how we keep the two sides of the equation balanced. And then after you go through all the instructions, students are going to drag and drop these terms into the correct place in the sentence frame. So all they do is just click and hold, and then they can move these into place. That gives just a little review of what you just covered. And then it gives an example of how to solve a multiplication problem by doing the opposite operation, and then how to check their answer. So here is an example of what they want the students to do. So here we're going to click in the text box, and the opposite operation would be to divide. So we're going to divide by 5 on both sides, and that gives an answer of 5. Here we're going to divide both sides by 6, which gives us an answer of 9. So they're just going to type in the text boxes. And you want to explain to the students that even though this is simple, they might be able to do these in their head. These are the steps they need to follow when the equations become more difficult. So they've got a few more to practice, and then they've got some to solve and then check their answer. And then we go to division problems. So again, we're doing the opposite operation. This time we're going to multiply both sides. And students are given an example and then a few that they have to solve. And then one solve and check their answer. Now this one, students are just going to be drag and drop these opposite operations. So the opposite operation here would be to divide by 8. And this just reinforces for students that they have to do this opposite operation. And so on. Now on the last slide here, students are going to use the line tool of Google Slides, and they're going to just connect the problem to its answer. So they come up here to line, click on line. They'll have a plus sign, so they're going to click here where they want the line to start. These little blue circles at the end are where they can click and hold and move that line wherever they like. So they can play around with this. They can change the color of the line. They can change the thickness of the line and just kind of make it their own. So that is a digital lesson, beginning lesson on one-step equations with multiplication and division.